Anyway, my hair is ouch. What did I do? Anyway, hey everyone, so really just ignore my background for today because this is his spot and he's just gonna sleep there. Anyway, my hair is kind of funny right now, so I don't know. I tied it for a long time and I know it's just going crazy. Okay, sorry, I had to feed him. He's mad. Hey guys, it's Justine Bate and welcome to another health and fitness vlog. If you want to lose weight, maintain weight, or make a lifestyle change, then you are on the right channel. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Crochet Corner. Now I'm, even wearing this crochet top that I made just to match this episode, the next in the back. Today's Crochet Corner, I know that I mentioned that I wanted to have a crocheted blanket, and now you've watched like my previous vlog. I made a crocheted cardigan, and now I'm actually gonna do our couch cover that I mentioned last week. I have so many projects, the blanket, the cardigan, and now this cover. So yeah, I think this is my priority for now, so this is what I'm gonna do. And it's very, very simple. Just the granny square that I did for my cardigan, but super big. So for today's episode of the Crochet Corner, because it's June, it's Pride Month. Now, it's actually like the last week of June already. We won't end this month without talking about it. And for today's vlog, I'm actually gonna talk about something that I'm already comfortable sharing it to you as well. And to be honest, I really think that we should talk about this topic. So before we start, I'm not just here talking in front of you guys just for another content or something, just for another Crochet Corner episode. To give you a reminder, the Crochet Corner is basically all about my experiences and just me letting my emotions out. For today's Crochet Corner, as you can read on the title, it's ways for you to celebrate Pride Month, and I've also put there to those who don't support it, because being part of the community, and to the others out there, I know that we used to, or we're still having like a hard time trying to let people understand us, to accept us, and to be even kind to us. Maybe not everyone in the community, but I know some of us, we go through these things. And I swear to God, it's very, very uncomfortable. And that's why I came up with this vlog today, like ways for you to celebrate Pride Month, or actually not just on Pride Month, but I think you can always do this like any time of any day. Before we start, here's something to note. This vlog isn't me telling you to do this or that. I'm not gonna be demanding you to do this and that as well. What I'm about to say in this vlog are actually the things that I wish people would do for a better world. And I'm not gonna be telling you guys to celebrate Pride Month, like have a big celebration, big parties and drinks, kind of like that. And this vlog is actually for everyone, and I think especially to those who want to open their minds. Maybe it's just really up to you, because as I mentioned again, these are just like the things that I wish people would do. Okay, so let's start. And I'm also going to start crocheting this couch cover. So I'm not gonna be able to finish this because our couch is so big. So yeah, maybe I can do like 2 rounds. I don't know, I can't promise you guys. So number 1 is always keep learning. So in other words, it's basically educate yourself. I think this is actually like the first step, because if you won't do this, or if you will skip this step, I don't think it's gonna be easy for you to really celebrate or even support Pride. There are actually like different ways, a lot of ways for you to learn about this topic. You can actually watch or read, or maybe even be with people who are part of the community. So being educated about it, like really knowing about it, it's such an important thing, because the lack of understanding, like not just on this area, like any topic or any issue, the lack of understanding can lead to confusion and fear. And the saying, we are afraid of the unknown because we don't know about it, we don't want to try it, and we don't want to be involved in it. And as I mentioned on I think this vlog, it's really important that you keep an open mind. Something like, don't say you won't try this, or you will never like this thing until you've been there, or if you really know it. So always allow yourself to try new things. So I think this step, you know, educating yourself is, I think, the first way to do it, to celebrate and even support pride. So continuous learning can actually help you discover like new ways for you to relate to other people, and not just on this topic, you know, this can also apply to dealing with people with different backgrounds, different cultures, different upbringings. So the thing that I said before as well, never close any doors, because it can lead to new opportunities and experiences. Not just that, but it can give you a new perspective. And you know, our lives are continuously changing, and you know, to deal with this, in order for us to keep up, it's through learning, so we can move forward with ease. I really wish people, especially those who don't support like pride, I really wish for them to like educate themselves, read more about this area, and I really wish that they'd also be aware. But you know, you can't really tell, even if you know people know about it already, if they really don't support it. There is something you can't do anymore, there's something that I can't do anymore. But to those people who don't support it because they don't know about it and it's very, very new to them, they're afraid to kind of even like engage in that conversation or to be with the people in this community. So that's one way, is to keep learning and educate yourself on this topic. So number 2 is remember the people involved. Now think about a family or a friend who are part of this community. This number 2, remembering the people involved. There's not much to say. It's just basically think about those people who are close to you, who are part of this community, see what they've been through. Thinking about the people involved, I think, you know, sometimes can help us think before we react to a situation, especially if these people are our family or our friends or someone like who's really close to us. So yeah, not much to say, as I said. Just remember them and not just your perspective or your opinion. So look at them too, look at their side. Okay, so number 1 is always keep learning. Number 2 is remember the people involved. And now we're on to number 3. And number 3 is listen to the other side. Okay, so now let's say you know someone from this community, maybe they're your friend or your family. Now try to hear or listen to their side, like really engage in a conversation. And before we dive right into that, like listening to the other side, there is something that hinders us from being able to do that, and these are your stereotypes or even biases. Now stereotypes like really hinder you from being open-minded and be willing to listen. And well, you know, past experiences or happenings, whatever, can actually lead us to stereotype or maybe even generalize something, but I don't think that that's enough or accurate for us to judge and assess an individual or a group. But of course, because you know, we can't avoid like stereotypes and biases, because that also has to do with, you know, our environment, like where we grew up, our upbringings and all. Now that's why it's very normal for us to hate the feeling of having to rethink or change our opinions, our beliefs, because it makes us uncomfortable. And I know that you guys know that, you know, it's much easier to just ignore new information, but if you do that, that is just you basically wanting to stop learning. We actually stop learning when we don't want to engage in new information because we're afraid that it might threaten our current beliefs. You know, we let fear get in the way. And of course, changing our beliefs, especially if that is like really something that we grew up to, it's hard to let go of them. I can say that new information is really scary, but you know, as I said earlier, we live in a changing world. And for growth, we really need to learn new things, and we won't be able to do this if we stick to the stereotypes, if we don't read, if we don't watch, and if we don't learn from other people as well. By listening to the other side, don't take it as a threat, because it's not a threat and it shouldn't be. Instead, use it to your advantage, because it can be like an opportunity for you to discover ideas or points that have never occurred to you. Because of course it can give you a new perspective. It's not just black and white, good and bad. There is always something in between. And another thing, of course, an old rule that I think a lot of us know about this: if you want people to listen to you, then you should also know how to listen to other people. It's not enough to just talk with other people, to just have conversation with them if you don't listen to understand. Okay, so I finished one round and I'm gonna continue. But this is also the last way for you to celebrate or support Pride, and it's number 4, and it's to keep a kind attitude. Let's say you don't want to educate yourself, you don't want to learn new things, you can't accept it, but at least keep a kind attitude. At least treat us with respect. People in this community, we're humans too, alright? And respect is something that is very important, but sometimes hard to find and sometimes hard to get from other people. So for me personally, okay, I forgot to crochet because it's really intense, you know, came from the heart. Anyway, so for me, I'm not speaking on behalf of like the LGBTQ community. These are very personal, and these are just like the things that I wish people would do. So for me personally, this is like the way, or something that I would really want people to do. To keep a kind attitude and treat people like in this community with respect. It's like the number 1 thing that I wish everyone would do. You know, if you can accept us, if you can support it, just respect us for who we are. You know, even if you disagree with us, because we're all the same here in this world. We want to be treated with respect because we want to feel safe. And I think our teachers really teach us how to treat others with respect. Like, and I think this is taught to us in the first day of school, like in nursery or kindergarten maybe. So you know, this crochet corner is really igniting all my feelings and emotions right now. Yeah, I don't think I can finish this in a month. So before we end this vlog, let's just have some a recap. And I mentioned on the first part of this vlog, don't just apply this like every June. You can always do these things like anytime, any day. Always keep learning, because as I said, you know, we live in a changing world, and always keep an open mind and never close any doors, because you won't know your reaction or your opinion, your belief about something if you're not fully aware of it. Number 2 is remember the people involved. You'll get to know like a member of your family or some friends or someone who is part of the community. Get to know them and what they've been through. And number 3 is to listen. Listening is very easy, but listening to understand is something that's hard to do. We kind of like neglect other people. Sometimes we are all kind of like self-centered and selfish. We just want our thoughts to be heard. So next time when you talk to someone who is part of this community, try to like listen, understand what they're saying, and maybe even ask questions to really, again, learn something new. Number 4, like the most important thing, like my number 1 wish is to keep a kind attitude. And aside from not listening to the other side, another thing that really hurts us is not being able to receive respect. Respect is the thing that I think, you know, for me, makes me feel safe, makes me feel accepted for who I am. Yeah, that is it for today's vlog. So I hope that I didn't cross any line, and I hope that you also got something out from this. So yeah, see you again on my next vlogs. Bye bye.